Do you ever feel like you have a tiny, mean roommate living rent-free in your head? Always pointing out your flaws, criticizing your every move, whispering you're not good enough? If you don't transform that nagging voice into an ally now, it could secretly sabotage your future. And honestly, most of us don't even realize how much power that little critic has over our choices, our confidence, and even our happiness. But here's the thing. That inner voice isn't your enemy. It's been trying to protect you in the worst way possible. It's enforcing self-imposed rules, telling you to be perfect, to be careful, to not make a mistake. And when you can't measure up, it shouts. And that shout, we hear it as judgment. Let's break it down. Think about your past. Every time you stumbled, every awkward moment, every failure you felt, your inner critic has been there. But guess what? Each of those moments also shows your resilience. The fact that you kept going after disappointment. The fact that you tried again, even when it was hard. Those are hidden strengths. Strengths you've ignored because the critic is shouting louder than the applause you deserve. Here's the first secret. You can rewire that voice. You don't have to silence it. You just have to talk back in a better way. Instead of, "You can't do this," you say, "I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm enough as I am." Instead of, "You failed," you say, "That was a lesson. I can do better next time." Think about it. Every time you criticize yourself harshly, you are literally training your brain to expect failure. But every time you practice self-compassion, you train your brain to notice opportunity, growth, and possibility. Here's a funny truth most people don't realize. Your inner critic can be ridiculous sometimes. It'll nitpick the smallest thing. Missed a word in a conversation? You always mess up. Forgot to reply to a text? You're lazy. And yet, your friend who is a total disaster at adulting? Somehow they get through the day just fine. So why not turn that voice into a coach instead of a bully? Imagine if your brain's nagging roommate suddenly became your personal cheerleader. Instead of tearing you down, it guides you, alerts you to risks without shaming, encourages you to stretch without fear. Here's the second secret. Vulnerability is strength. Sharing your perceived flaws doesn't make you weak. It builds connection. Your story, your struggles, your honest reflection, that's what makes you relatable. That's what draws people in. And the more you acknowledge your inner critic without fear, the more you disarm it. Now, let's talk about setbacks. Every perceived failure is actually a growth opportunity in disguise. The project you thought you messed up. It taught patience, resilience, and creativity. The mistake you were embarrassed about? It made you wiser for next time. Your inner critic hates this idea. It wants you to stay small. But the truth is, your flaws are often your hidden strengths. So here's your challenge today. Start small. Next time your inner critic speaks, notice it. Don't argue. Don't try to silence it completely. Just reframe it. Thanks for the feedback, I'm learning. Noted, I can do better next time. That's okay, I'm human. Do this consistently and over time. That voice that once held you back can actually push you forward. Your inner critic isn't gone. It's transformed into an ally, a guide, a coach that helps you grow instead of tearing you down. Remember, the people who achieve self-love and confidence aren't those who never hear the voice. They're the ones who learn to talk back in a kind, constructive way. They discovered that the voice inside them can be a tool, not a trap. So take a moment right now. Listen to that inner voice you've been avoiding. Say something gentle. Say something empowering. Start rewiring today. If this message resonated with you, like the video. Subscribe for more lessons on growth, self-compassion, and mindset. And comment "Still learning" if you're on the journey of turning your inner critic into your ally. Thanks for watching.